It's Tekken time! Hello, welcome to another figure review. Today we're gonna have a look at the Storm Collectibles. Tekken 7, Kazuya Mishima. That's the full name. It just says Kazuya with some Japanese Tekken 7. Bandai Namco, I don't know what the sticker is. Age 17 plus. And we're continuing the Tekken line. Only got Heihachi so far. And I'm really excited for Kazuya because Kazuya is... I mean, it's a basic, boring answer, but Kazuya is probably my favorite character in Tekken. He's badass, he has the Vegeta hair. And with this figure though, there's some things I'm not really sure about the face, but we'll have a look at that right now. So alright, about the face, it's good. I mean, it looked wonky in some pictures and I had my doubts on it, but now looking at it in person, I mean, it's alright. I mean, it does the job. It looks like Kazuya, and it doesn't strafe off too far. So anyway, size of this guy, 19 centimeters to the top of his hair, the tip in the back. So that would mean about 7.5 inches tall, almost, again, to the tippy top of his hair. And the face sculpt, yeah, I mean, like I'm saying, I think it's alright now. Like, beforehand, I had some reservations about it. I don't know, it looks a little bit more anime. Like the eyes, the white in the eyes. The thing with Tekken is like, preview to all the previous Storm Collectible stuff they have done, Tekken looks the most realistic. Not like with the energy effects in the game. We're not talking about that. But like really the character models, yeah, that's it's a different style. It's a different style than the Street Fighters and whatnot. So I don't know, that's really it. The face is good. I do believe though it looks a little bit cartoony, but I can forgive that. There are some scars in there. The eyebrows are very nicely painted, and maybe it's the black around the eyes. Maybe it's that the white in the eyes is too thick. Maybe it's how the eyes are made. But anyway, I want to move on. I don't want to stick to the face this entire time. The hair is nicely molded. It is sharp at the tip, and there's like these simple small hairs that stick out a little bit, and in the back also nicely molded. Well, it looks like it's still molded in hair, but they only painted it over there, so that looks a little bit weird. His body is full of scars and obviously the muscle work. I'm not sure about the scars. They look good, but they also look kind of wonky in some parts. I don't know. I feel like they, the way they painted it, I'm not the biggest fan of it. But that's just me personally nitpicking. The scars overall are in the right place. There is molded detail on the body, and then they painted it with like kind of like a red rose tone. And there's a little bit of stuff that's going on in there. I think it could be dirtier though, and that's probably my thing. Now the glove also has a little bit more of a shinier material, shinier paint job. We got the metallic bolts in there and the belt going around. And I really love the black. That is very cleanly done. I haven't really seen any slips in there. There's a little bit in the belt over here. I mean the strap that kind of goes around his wrist, but yeah. Final look at the body, just take all the scars in there. There's a lot actually. Yeah, it's surprisingly detailed. Like we have all these Storm Collectibles, big muscly guys, and there's really a lot to take in with the scars on his body. Then we got the belt with the purple and the gold, which is not connected actually. So you could take this off. It doesn't connect anywhere. It doesn't peg in. Of course, the front part is pegged in, so you could rotate that around. And then you got the gold and the purple on this side and the gold and the red fire on this side. That paint job is very unclean. There is tons of bleeding. It doesn't seem like it's lined up perfectly. And I don't know what's wrong with the gold. I mean, it's weird. It looks in some parts like it's not applied correctly. But now looking at it under the light, it actually looks fantastic how it radiates off. But I guess it's the closer you go in, you see more of the bleeding and more of the issues with like stuff over there and how it's unclean. But from afar, now looking at it myself, I'm actually impressed. It looks really good and it looks really shiny. So, detail detail stuff that's once you go closer, it's not so nice anymore. But from just, you know, if you have them in pose somewhere, it will look good. And then finally the feet, you have this kind of red thing going on, and just a naked feet. Nicely molded, nicely done, and yeah, overall, good job. That was kind of a long introduction, so I want to cut the articulation a little bit short because it's Storm Collectibles, same articulation every single time. You have long pack in the neck, and the entire torso piece is soft plastic, so the head goes back, forward, does tilt side to side, goes all the way around for the shoulder piece. You have a big ball that's connected to the torso on a hinge, and obviously you have this floaty piece over here to cover it up nicely so that you can bring that forward quite a bit. Goes back also very nicely, and you have some rotation in it, and with the hinge it goes up over 45 degrees. We have bicep swivel and a double hinged elbow, and then the fist is on a nice red ball hinge, nicely covered up actually in there. Torso articulation goes forward, back, forward, side to side, and has, well, would go all the way around. Wouldn't force it too much though, don't break your plastic off. Then the lower torso has a lot of wiggle motion, back, forward, side to side, and probably also would go all the way around. Again, I don't wanna get it stuck in here somewhere. So this part is also soft plastic once again. You can rotate the belt piece around because it's just packed in. For the leg articulation, there's the big ball hinge again inside of the leg, just connected. So it does go out all the way to the side. Very good kicking poses. Forward and to the back. And then you have also some rotation in there. So that's very nice. You got the double hinged knee, where they actually painted and molded a little bit under there. Well, it's not actually under, but it still looks okay actually. That's pretty nice. Also, by the way, the entire molded detail in the pants, didn't even talk about that because again, there's surprisingly a lot to take in as far as detail goes with this guy. And the foot is on another ball hinge, so you can bring that back, forward. It is pretty limited. It does go side to side, and you have the toe hinge to round it off. Now for the accessories, the hats don't really stay in place, but you get some really good faces. I love this one, I'm gonna use this one forever. But yeah, you got the smirk and the demonic laughter, just evil, mean. You got the open hands, kind of grabbing, and half grabbing, half posing hands. It's really more posing, but you could use it to grab something, that's what I'm saying. And then more, obviously, posing hands as he goes into battle. And he got his lightning effect, which you just kind of wrap around the fist up here, put the fist over there, and then he has some, you know, when he does the uppercuts. Nice plastic, it is soft, so it is bendable. And I really like the see-through blue. It has some nice effect to it with the lightning and everything. And it's bright at some points, and like then more blue in other points, and yeah, it's cool. Okay, so this is kind of a weird pose, but I was just kind of trying out how much he goes forward, and then you just tilt up the head, and you get some just the options of these guys. And by the way, the scar always if you really just line it up a little bit, it will always look good. That's another testament to them. Like in the front and in the back, you really just have to wiggle it around a little bit, but you won't have any huge gaps, you won't have any huge problems with it. And that brings me to the final thoughts. I gotta be honest with this one, I wasn't expecting much. I had my doubts on the face, and overall I was just like, meh, just not a big muscly dude. But the face is great. The muscle work is different. He's a lot slimmer than the previous like Street Fighter figures. He's not as big and buff as those guys. And I mean, he's still buff, but he's a lot slimmer, but still very muscular. So that offers something new, and surprisingly really caught me by surprise, and I love it though. The scars, once again, I mean, the more I look at it, the more I like it. Yeah, I mean, all the molded detail, the muscle work, the scars, the molded detail in the pants, the paint job in the flames is not the cleanest, but only if you're going in close for a more detailed look. But for the rest of it, there's really nothing I can complain about. So that's gonna do it, guys. As usual, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this review, hit it up with a like and subscribe to the channel so you can stay tuned for more figure reviews, gameplay stuff, and whatever Kazuya wants.